Welcome back to our second video on Microsoft Excel. In our previous video, we discussed about the introductory part of it. We have seen file menu, tabs, ribbons, quick access bar, name box, formula bar, cells, and also how to highlight or how to format a cell. But in this one, we are going to treat how to enter data. Let's use this opportunity to demonstrate how to create a table with just simple names. So we'll start with serial number. In Excel, when you type a text and press enter, it will take the cell down. But we want to create a table where at the top of that table we have a table header. So we use our navigation keys, those right, left, up and down arrows on our keyboard to move from one area to another. So we go to the right and type, let's use registration number, reg number. Then if we press enter, it will go down. We don't want to go down, we want to move to the right. So we use the arrow key, name, use the arrow key, department, then we use arrow key, let's say date of birth, then state, or let me remove the state, date of birth for now, state, then I will use this one, blood group. So here, but if you look at my blood group, the data spill out of that particular cell. But here it doesn't mean that the blood GR is in column F, while the OUP is in column G. No. All this information are under column F in cell F1. But how do we make it fit to the cell? You take your cursor, your mouse, in between column F and column G. The moment you are in between, it will turn into black arrow, black plus sign arrow with two arrows, black plus sign with two arrows pointing left or right. You click with your mouse, but hold the click and move to the right. This will allow you to either reduce the column or increase the column width. Similarly to department, we go there. Instead of clicking and dragging, another method is we double click. If you take your cursor there, you just double click. The moment you double click, it will expand automatically to fill the data with the longest characters. Now, department, if you look at the number of characters, is 10, so it will adjust to accommodate 10 characters. The next thing is for registration number, we know in our institution, this place will not allow us to write registration number. So we can just go there and just adjust. Also name, we need more space, we adjust. State, we adjust a little. Even department, we adjust so that we can accommodate. But group, we can just reduce it to this particular level. So we come to the registration number, we start typing, let's say AHS/20/NUR/00 We press enter to go to another registration number. But there is one thing with Excel, it has something called autocorrect, or autocomplete. Autocomplete. When you have a data at the top and you try to write another data similar to that, it will suggest that, are you referring to this? If it is yes, you just enter. But we know we're not referring to this particular number. So when you start AHS, if it is still 20, NUR, but the last number, what I need to do is just to click at the end and just pass with 5. But now, AHS, it will not suggest. 00, it will not suggest. 20, for example, it will not suggest because it has two different occurrences at the top. So it will only try to give you, if you have exactly one occurrences at the top, so it will not, if you have one occurrences at the top, then it will suggest for you to complete by pressing enter. Then for name, let me use Nura Bello, John Habu, and Aisha Mustafa, for example, and the name. For department nursing also, nursing, because from the number, all the students are from nursing department. Then from the state, Kano, Kaduna, if I put K, it will not suggest KA again. But the moment I put ND, since I have only one occurrences of Kaduna, it will just, that is similar, it will just pop up with the Kaduna. So this one P plus. But if I put plus, it will give me equal sign. How do I put the plus in B plus? To enter the plus, you use shift, then the equal sign key. If you look at on your keyboard, the row that you have the numbers at the top, the second layer, where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 0, then you have minus, then you have or hyphen, then you have equal sign. If you look at it, on top of them, there is another also character. So if you use shift 1, it will shift 2, you see. So it's giving us a different characters apart from 1, 2, 3, 4. So now, for equal sign, at the top of equal sign, we have plus sign. So shift plus sign, B plus, or negative. So we put the or, then we put the negative. Then if we want to say, let's say A plus, we also go there and put shift equal sign, will give us that particular plus sign on top of the equal sign. Now, this is how to time your data. In a situation whereby, let's assume it's a university, you are given admission, so you are creating admission number, or in the hospital, you are creating patient card number. Normally it's what serialized. So in that regard, if it is a number like this, when you have one, you just click on it, it will highlight the cell. By the right down corner, you'll see a dot. You take your cursor there, the moment you are on that dot, it will turn into small black plus sign. You click on that plus sign, you drag. The moment you drag, it will keep on increasing. This is what is called autofill. It will keep on increasing. So if it is admission, you are going to give them admission number serially. You just put the first admission number. So if you know there are 10, you drag 10 times. If there are 100, you drag 100 times. You don't need to keep on typing. You keep on typing. No, you just drag. It will allow you to create for that equal number of students or patients. You are going to create their ID number. So now let's come to the serial number. For serial number, yes, we type 1, enter 2, enter 3, enter 4. But is that the best idea to do it? If you have 10 people, you do it like this, well, fine, no problem. But imagine you have 1,000 records. You are to put serialization to it. Doing it this way will not help the matter. So what you need to do, the first method I'm going to show you is to highlight the first two numbers, if they are numbers only, no alphabet, not alphanumeric. Looking at the registration number is alphanumeric. So when you select one, you drag, it will increase. Because it's alphabet, you have alphabet and number at the end. But when you have only numbers, you have to highlight at least 2 cells. Then you go to the end, you click, you drag. If you have at least 2 numbers, it will just keep on increasing. If you can see the numbers are increasing by the right side of the selected area. Let me repeat. You select the first 2, you drag. That's the first method. But the second method is after you select the first 2, you highlighted the first 2, you take your cursor there. Instead of dragging, like I said, if you have 1,000, for 1,000 record, if you say you're going to drag over 1,000 or up to 100,000 record, you're going to keep on doing for like 3 minutes or something like that. But when you double click, so far if you have text to the right side of the selected area, if you double click, it will automatically fill in that particular area. So this automatic filling is called autofill, and when you are typing while suggesting, it's called autocomplete. So this is the difference between autocomplete and autofill. So this is how to type information into Excel. So, but how do you delete? To delete, you just select and click the delete key. If you want to delete many, you highlight them and you select the delete key. Also, you highlight, you delete, you select the delete key. So this is how to delete a text. But in a situation whereby you have data like this, if you look at it, yes, we have a data, but when we come to printing, all these lines you can see will not appear. Like Control P to preview printing. Can you see that we don't have this line? So when we want to format the text so that we put a border to it. To highlight a text within Excel, we have multiple ways, but the simplest one is if you have a table like this, you click inside a particular table, you just use Control A. It will highlight the entire data within that table. The second method, you click from the beginning, you hold your key, you drag to the last column, then you drag down. Don't release the key, the mouse, until you highlighted everything. Or you can start from the right, you go to the right or left, from right to left, or you go diagonally to highlight all the data that you have. So whatever format you want to, whatever fonts or the formatting that we want to do now, for it to work, you have to highlight your text. So the moment you highlight your text, you can just go to your Home tab, you go to the font group. You see font group? So we just click on font group and just apply for all borders. This will apply border to our work. When we try to print, you can see all our borders, all the data is the border. We have it on only data, so we can just print it without any problem. So I would like to stop here. In the next video, we'll treat how to apply formatting. Now we have seen how to enter data, how to put serialization, how to auto-complete if you are typing for gender, for state, and also how to do auto-serialization for either serial number or for either alphanumeric data. So this is how to do it. But remember, whenever you are working with Excel, try to save. To save is you click the file menu and you click save. When you click save, you select a location. After selecting that location, then you just save your data test, let's say test. So this is how to save your work. Thank you very much for watching.